What does the color of your eyes reveal about your personality? Skeptic, but willing to consider the possibility. Read on. Eye colors are determined by the genetic makeup of a person. Shifting through eye colors due to fluctuations in moods, etc., is virtually impossible. With that being said, I realize that we are all living in the 21st century, where little is left to the imagination. Almost all of our ifs and buts have been scientifically answered. For example, we cannot predetermine our birth date. The standard 9 months is just a rough approximation. We don't control our zodiac signs. Yet, quite often, even the most cynic people have wondered at just how accurate their horoscope is. Eye color and personality. As I've mentioned above, it's practically impossible to base your eye color based on your character. It's all encoded within our genes. However, psychologists have determined a pinch of personality generalizations based on eye colors. Communication via eyes is completely possible and accounted for. You look at a person, and you can tell by their eyes just what they're feeling. Quick glances and prolonged stares are methods of communication through our eyes. Black eyes. People with black-colored eyes are thought of as some of the most loyal people out there. They're secretive and mysterious, which may give off a negative vibe about them, but there's nothing negative about them. Red. Put a glass of water with grain salt and vinegar in your house. After 24 hours you'll be surprised they're merely introverted and prefer to be alone rather than living the life of the party. Regardless, if they form a bond with someone once, they're most likely to keep it going for as long as they possibly can. Green eyes. The color green has long been synonymous with envy. We've all heard of the term green-eyed monster. Well, stereotyping people with green eyes as monsters is a misguided assumption. People with green eyes tend to be outgoing, quirky, and albeit a little jealous. This eye color shows that the person is willing to try anything new, whenever and wherever. Blue eyes. When a baby is born, their eyes are blue. Within 2 weeks, however, their iris restores itself to its original color. Hence, the color blue is linked to youthfulness. This eye color is one of the most prevalent in the world and also one of the most desirable. People with blue-colored eyes are seen as attractive, cheerful, naive, and happy-go-lucky sort of people. Brown eyes. Brown is the most common eye color of them all. People with brown-colored eyes are thought of as confident, competitive, and headstrong people. They're the type of people willing to fight for anything they feel strongly about. They follow their principles, even when everyone else is telling them otherwise. Read Energy Vampires. 10 ways to prevent chronic psychic fatigue. They are difficult to convince, but you can always count on them for support. Hazel eyes. Hazel is a mixture of green and brown. Hence, people with hazel-colored eyes have personality traits between the green and brown-eyed people. The more dominant color in their eyes, however, determines the more dominant aspect of their personality. Gray eyes. Gray-colored eyes are linked with wisdom and peace. People with gray-colored eyes tend to be wise beyond their years. While everyone else is off arguing about whatnot, they'll be sitting in a corner trying to think of a peaceful solution without resorting to conflict. This article was written by Spiritual Unite. Please link back to the original article when sharing. Namaste. Photo by Rhett Wesley on Unsplash.